Good morning, folks. It's Two Sheds Gabby. It's a bright, sunny Monday morning. I got my nickel mat here and a box of nickels. I'm going to start on this box today, see what we can find. I've been finding 2024 peas a lot, and they made less of them than they did the 2009s, which are so hard to find. I'm guessing that it won't be long that it's going to start getting hard to find those. So I really need to take advantage of that while I can. And I'm going to go out today or tomorrow and pick up a few more boxes, I hope, because as long as I can keep getting those guys, I want to start stacking them up. I've sold a whole bunch. I'm going to start putting some away now. I've got, I think, 10 or a dozen rolls put away, but I'd like to put a bunch of them away. And that'd be really cool. I've got my mintage mat here so we can check mintages on some of the older coins. But I'm pretty excited. I'm batching it for a few days. My wife left this morning to go spend time with the kids and her best friend. It's about a 3-hour drive from me. So I've got it just to myself for a few days. I'm going to go through some coins, clean up some stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff for the company that I sell for that I've got to get it all sorted, listed, moved, because my wife's going to come in with a whole nother load because while she's up in that area, she's going to go meet my guy the company I sell for, give him some money I owe him, and he's going to get his guys to load up the vehicle with stuff for me. So that's cool. It helps the money keep coming in. Let's get started. Oh, I do have one roll here. I'm not going to be skunked on the 2024 Ps because I saw an ender right there. That's going to be my first one. Hopefully, many more to come. Like I said, that ender was a 2024 P for number one, but 5 more coins in, and there's 2024 P number 2. That's really cool. I hope that it keeps going like this. I got a lot of shadow this morning from the bright sun. I may, after a few rows, just go take care of a few other things and come back when this shadow's not so bad. It's pretty terrible there. Really bright. It's a nice, beautiful day. I mean, it's hot outside, but I've got AC. It's hard to find the 2009s now. It might not have been so hard that first year. And so if you're finding any 2024 Ps or Ds at all, you need to keep looking for them because they're going to start getting hard to find. Some of you are already having a hard time finding them, and I hope that you can find a few. But as time goes by, I'm telling you, there's number 3. This might be a good box. That would be amazing. I'd love to get 40 or 50. Number 4. Oh, this might be a really good box for me, guys. That would be great. But yeah, I want to get them while I can because they are going to dry up one of these days, and they're going to start getting hard to find. The coin world is just going to change for us. That's just all there is to it. The Fed is really trying to work out a way to change the composition of the nickel. They said by next year. If that happens or not, I don't know. It may take longer than that, but that's the 2 articles I've read. Both say basically the same thing, and we are pretty sure that the penny is gone. That's the word they're giving us. These shadows are killing me. I can't see. Yep, there's another one. Part of my problem is left-handed, and my window is on my left side. And so when I put my hand up there, then I can't see the date. And that's a problem. I'm in the second row, about halfway through. I haven't found another 2024 yet, but I came across this. What do you make of this? There's looks like a little piece of fragment of metal, maybe got stamped in with the planchet. Do you see that? It's definitely not supposed to be like that. I think if you guys know what that's called, I'd appreciate it. But regardless, this will definitely go in my little oddballs jar, if nothing else. Tube, not jar, tube. 1983P. Yeah, I'll set that aside for sure. Let's see if this roll has a 2024 in it or not. I'll miss my wife a lot, I'm sure, as we get more into tomorrow and the next day, it'll be even more. But I'm just gonna, it's sometimes it's fun to just take some alone time and hang out and just I'll do some stuff that needs to be done, and I'll do some stuff that don't need to be done. Tonight is the Bible study night with my brother, so we'll hang out and have a good time after our study. I think I might griddle some burgers for us. No 2024s in that row. Third row, and here is number 6. I don't know if I can come in from this side or not. I'm just very awkward. Very, very awkward indeed for me. I guess I'm just going to have to wait a little while before I can do too many more. I was talking with someone about the 1983 copper pennies, and he said he's been hunting for years and years, and of course he's never found one, which most people haven't. But he still, he looks, because we that draw of, man, wouldn't that be amazing to find that? But once you've gone through a lot of pennies, you can start telling a lot of times, not every time, when something's copper and when it's zinc. And what year is that? Oh, 93. And so I don't check every one, but I do check some. Do you realize there were 7.7 billion 1983s minted? And they say that they predict there's like a dozen to 2 dozen of the copper planchets for a 1983. Those odds are like worse than the lottery. 7.7 billion to 24. And, several of those have already been found. So, in my opinion, if you don't bother to look, I get it. I really do. But, one thing is for sure, you ain't going to find one if you don't look. I understand that. But there's also the concept of how much of my life am I going to spend looking for something I'm not going to find. You just got to weigh it, and it has to feel right for you. I am back now to the 4th row. I left for a little while and listed a few boxes of things on my eBay. And I thought I'd come back, and I still got the sun shining, but it's not over the whole mat. So see where it's over this part, but a little more of a shadow over here. Anyway, at the end of the 4th row, guys, here's number 7. That's pretty cool. I do hope that they keep coming, this box. That would really be great. Anything else would be fun too. I always want silver, but I really need to take advantage of these 2024s because, they're collectible, they're valuable because of their low mintage. And because they're low mintage, it's just, they're a good thing to have. If the nickel changes, I believe it'll just go up in value along with nickels themselves. Hey, this is amazing. This is the 7th row, and here is a buffalo nickel. From the back of it, it looks pretty good. I'd say we got a real good shot at having a dated buffalo nickel here. Oh man, that's cool. I love that old buffalo, man. I still think that head is somebody. I don't know who. Oh, look at that. 1937. Man, it stands out really nice. That is really cool. Okay, that's no mint mark, 37 Philadelphia. That is super nice. Oh wow, that's one of the nicest ones I've found in a bit, that's for sure. How about them apples? Cool beans. Well, that first row, we found 5 2024 Ps in one row. I have found a couple since then, but they're seemingly not showing up like I was hoping they would. But that's all right, If we get there's one right there. There's number 8. If we get 15 or 20, that's fantastic. Number 8 right there. Nifty. After this row, I think I'll go back and grab another box of stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff behind our couch that we just kind of dumped in the den where we do spend most of our time watching TV. We got 2 big leather couches, and behind one of them is the entrance door and just a big open space. Hopefully someday is going to get my pinball machine if my son ever gets it fixed. And so it's just piles of boxes of this equipment right now. And I've got to get it all sorted before my wife gets back, because we'll probably put a bunch more there again. I just opened the 8th row and turned this guy over, and right there was another 2024P. And I believe that makes number 9. Oh, yeah, number 9. Number 9. Number 9. How cool is that? What do you guys think of... there's another one. Number 10. Double digits. We're in double digits, guys. How cool. A not laughing matter. Man, just over the weekend, these floods in Texas are just devastating. It's so sad. I see the pictures of these little girls in that camp. It's pathetic. It's terrible. And my first thought is it's an act of nature. Yeah, and that happens. But then I hear that supposedly this new company, there's one young guy in the company has quit college, and he's working on this cloud seeding, and there's another one, number 11. They say, if I've read the truth, that just a few days earlier they had seeded clouds in Texas. Man, if that's true, that's disgusting. I don't know if it's true or not. Marjorie Taylor Greene has already put a bill together to have cloud seeding and other things along with that line being banned. And I hope, I don't know all this stuff, guys. It's technology beyond me. But if it's happening, that it needs to be banned. I understand we need to we need to progress in technology. I get that. But if you put it in people's hands that all they care about is their success, people are going to get killed. If you put it in the government's hands, which branch of government do you trust, If we happen to trust this administration, will we trust the next one? I don't know, guys, but I have a problem with it. If some of these people's lives, it's been over 80 deaths now, and if some of these people lost their lives because somebody's playing with cloud seeding, that makes me mad. It's really frustrating. It's funny because just 2 days before it happened, I saw a young man he looked like before he was 30 years old. I'm assuming he's the guy with this company now, because he was talking to one of these, YouTube big shots about what they're doing with cloud seeding. And he was talking about they shoot this chemical up into the clouds. He goes, we'll talk about the chemical later. So I didn't even hear that portion of it. But he said they have the technology now with, the being able to measure and read the clouds, and they can tell which clouds can be seeded and which clouds can't. And he said they shoot up this chemical, and it turns the moisture in the clouds, it freezes them, and then it's too heavy for the clouds, so it drops it. If it's a warm day, it rains. If it's a cold day, it snows. And he said it with absolute certainty that that's what they're doing. So my opinion is frustration, and I hope they stop it, because, is that what happened in North Carolina? I don't know. Right at the end of the 10th row, I find 2024P, number 12. All right, guys, I'm now in the 12th row, and here is the number 13. Keep them coming. That's awesome. I like that. Oh, my goodness. That looks like it might be a nice one, too. Looks like there's no mint mark. Oh, not as much of a date. Let's see. Come on. $19.20. Oh, I can't tell. The front's not quite as good a shape as the back. I guess I'll have to nicodate that or get it on my Tom Love or something, but it's definitely 1920 something. Second one, that's fantastic. That's awfully close to a date. What is that? Oh, I just can't tell. Man. I got a phone call just a few minutes ago, and it was my mom. She had just gotten back from the little grocery store we've got just a mile up the road. I usually don't shop there. They're a little bit high, but they do have some good meat sales sometimes. And they had some ground beef on sale real cheap, and a steak. It was all marked down. I'll have to cook it or freeze it, but it was pretty cheap, so I bought it. I had just told my wife a few days ago, man, a piece of fried chicken sounds good. So I took advantage of it from their deli while I was there and grabbed me a piece of chicken. I was putting that buffalo nickel on the Tom Love when I got my phone call, but looking at it under the Tom Love, I believe it's a 1926, best I can tell. And I didn't even go through the rest of that row, and here I came to a 1941 Philadelphia. That's my first oldie, really, other than the buffalo nickels, of course. I'm enjoying my chicken with a little hot sauce on it. My mom joined Costco because she found out that she needed a hearing aid, and theirs was much cheaper than the hearing place she went to get tested. Oh, I think that was something else. Anyway, when you get a membership, I guess you get to add another person. So I got added onto her membership. That's pretty cool. I'm in the 13th row, and here is 2024P number 14. Wouldn't it be amazing to get one in every row? Average. That'd be pretty cool. Still enjoying my chicken. My contractor's just contacted me. He's coming over. When he did all the gutters and stuff, one of the downspouts that's over by my carport, it's surrounded by concrete, and the spout goes down into the ground, and it's supposed to go back into the yard, but that was years and years ago. So whatever it is that it drained to, I guess, is busted up with the roots back in the yard. So he's just going to cut it off, and we're just going to let it run across the carport. There's just not much else we can do. Right now it backs up the, oh, there's my Canadian. Right now it backs up the gutter when it rains hard. 1986. There's a fine looking nickel. Wow. Near the end of the 14th row, we come to 2024P number 15. Very cool. I bought a massive watermelon the other day. It was on sale for $2.99. It's got to weigh 25 pounds, and it's seeded, so hopefully it tastes real good. Because to me, the seedless are pretty good, but they're not like the really juicy seeded ones. Now I'm in row 16, and here's 2024P number 16. They just keep coming, plugging them away. I'd like to cut into that watermelon today, but I've got to finish off my seedless one that I had cut a couple days ago. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good one, but it's probably the best one I've had this year. I've had several watermelons this year I wasn't very happy with. But this, oh, what is that? 1940 Philadelphia. There's another oldie. Golden oldie. This is more like a bronze oldie. I'm not getting the multiple rolls like I did that first one, but as long as they just keep plugging, that's great. Also, a couple of buffalo nickels is pretty cool. Roll 17, 2024P 17. Oh, a couple nights ago, my wife went to bed, and I just wasn't ready for bed. Oh, look at that. Here's a multiple. Number 18. Very nice. Very nice. And I stayed up and watched that original Jack Reacher movie, Tom Cruise. I love that scene where he hops out of the car and walks over to the little crowd waiting for the bus. That's a great scene. Oh, there's another one. How cool is that? Well, there's 3 in this row. That's really neat. Now we come to the 19th row, and this is the 20th 2024P. So already we've got a half a roll, which is fantastic. If we don't get another one, that's great. I anticipate we'll get more, but you don't know. But yeah, what a good box. You know, if you sell these 2024Ps on eBay right now, let's say you sell it by the roll, then you get about 35 to 40 cents each for them. You know, you got to consider your shipping and that sort of thing. There's an oldie there, 1949. An S would be a semi-key date. What is that? It's a D. Yeah. 49D. All right, that's the third one there from the 40s. Oh, look at that. Number 21. You know what would be cool? If they threw in a D along the way. Every now and then, I get a D as well. Now, guys, I'm in the 20th row, and here's number 22. Wow, that's great. You realize that is a 800% markup if you sell them for 40 cents each. 800%, and it's, oh, there's number 23. All right. And it's, you know, if you invest your money at 10, 12, 15% annual, that's fantastic. But you take these and you can turn around immediately and sell them at an 800% markup. That's real good. I think that says 1981. 1962. Could that be a 24 there? It looks pretty shiny. Nope. That's almost full steps on that coin there. It's not quite 100%, but it's pretty close. Look at that. Anyway, I saw this 1987 that looked mighty nice. I thought, well, let's turn that over. If the steps are there, I'll keep it. And they're there, so I guess I'll keep it. I just ate me a no-bake that my sister-in-law brought to our lunch at my mom's yesterday. Oh, my contractor has come and whacked that gutter down, the downspout off, and put it on a little curved piece, like it's right here. And so that's what we've got now. Pretty nice looking 1970 there. No steps. This is the 22nd row in the first half of the box, and here's 2024P, number 24. 24. How about that? That looks like an old one. Philadelphia. 48. Oh, too bad that wasn't San Francisco. 1948, Philadelphia. Roll number 23. Oh, in the first half. And here is 2024P, number 25, folks. This is a pretty good box. 25 of those. Still in the first half. 2 buffalo nickels. What can I say? And I've had a no-bake cookie. Well, my wife has left me with the chore now of getting the bird feeder down every evening and filling it up for him for the next day. Oh, the difficulties she puts me through. Oh, there's a 1958. What was that? Denver. That's the high mintage one. Yeah, look at that. Number 26. Pretty amazing. I got a really good shot, I think, of getting more than a full row. Maybe even considerably more than a full row. Who knows? Next row, roll 24, and here is 2024P number 27. My contractor, he's been around so much, oh, look, 28. Oh my goodness. You know, we've become pals with him. He loves Oreo cookies, so we'll buy him a box of them sometimes when he comes over. 1959. Denver, that's the high mintage one. But his dad is in really poor shape, and he was in the hospital last week, and he has signed papers not to be resuscitated. And while his family wasn't around, they resuscitated him twice. And my contractor's sister told him that they did that. And now he's really angry and bitter and mad. He's still doing poorly, but he's kind of snapped out of that initial thing that they thought was going to take him. He's not doing well, but he's doing well enough that he's just angry now. And so my friend feels real bad. It's his dad. Good grief. But his dad wants to go, so he wanted him to have his wishes honored. So it's not a pretty scene. And plus the expenses, they pay like thousands and thousands of dollars to keep him where he is per month. And that's hard on a family too. Last row in the first half of the box, here's a 1954. If it's an S, there's only 29 million of them. Oh, it's a D. I think that's the highest mintage of them. It is over 100 million of those. I believe we have come to Canadian coin number 2, 1988. It's not unusual to get 2 in every box. Now we've entered second half zone. 2024, number 29. 29? 9. My wife is at her destination. She stopped in the little town that my sons live in, which is just before the little town that her best friend lives in. And a littler town. We lived in a little town. We lived in a town of 1,007 people for about 8 years, and that's where she's at right now. But she stopped in the other town that we first moved to, and because there's a jeweler's there he does a good job, and he's cheap. He's got a little shop that he works out of, and she had 2 rings that she wanted to. One of them, it bends easy. I'm assuming that it's 14 karat gold because she tries to work and she bends it and it's just bent out of place. Now it's kind of awkward on her finger. She'll have them just reshape that, and then I think she's going to have one repaired, or maybe it's resized. I think she said maybe it's a little small or something. But anyway, she's got them dropped off. She'll be all happy to get those back because I've been hearing about them for a while. So we decided when she goes up there to have him fix them. When we lived up there, he fixed a ringer. He resized this. Let me turn it where you can see. This was my dad's. Sorry about that. Wedding band. Daggone it. Sorry about that. Anyway, I don't know why he got one like that, but that was my dad's. And my fingers are bigger than his. He was a smaller guy. And I had it resized, and they did it for really cheap. So she's looking forward to getting those probably tomorrow. Third row in the second half, and here is number 30. Just 10 more, and we'll have ourselves a full row. Man, I forgot to mention this in my last penny hunt. Can't believe I forgot. I got this a few days ago in the mail from one of you guys. We'll just make up a name and we'll call him Tim. Thank you. So it's 3 rolls of 2024 Ds, that I had been looking for, and some loose ones. How cool is that in this neat little cloth bag? Thank you so much. Do y'all remember Monty Python and the Holy Grail? The guy that could shoot fire? Some call me Tim. I love that scene. Anyway, this is so cool. I want to thank you again if you're watching. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate this. It's very kind. The 6th row in the second half, and 2024 P number 32. 32, folks. I know some of you guys are struggling to find them, and I sure apologize. And I know that it's 33. Oh my goodness, 33. I don't know what the deal is, why I'm finding them so well here, but I can only say that I'm I'm lucky to be getting them, and I'm very pleased. And now, in the fourth row of the second half of the box, 2024P number 31. I'd say my goal is 40 to have a full row, but I'd be fibbing. I'm hoping to get 50. I'll jump up and down a little bit for 40, but man, if I get 50, I'll have to do a little dance. Do a little dance for me, boy. I had one years ago. I had a friend. We'd be out talking, and if kids would walk by, he'd take a couple of coins and throw it down in front of him and go, "Do a little dance for me, boy." I don't think they ever did. He just thought it was fun to say it. He was working maintenance at some apartments way back then. And that's why we happened to be out in an area where people just walk. On my street, you didn't have people just walking up and down the street all the time like that. Now the eighth row and 24P 34, number 34. I also found a 56D a minute ago, that last row. The D is the high mintage one. There's number 35. Wowzers. Ninth row in the second half. Here's number 36. I feel like I got a good shot. Of course, that last box we thought we'd get 10 easy, and we got 9. So it could stop at any time, couldn't it? The 10th row, guys, and look at this. It's purple. His airflow must be blocked. Indian head, buffalo nickel, number 3, but it's purple. Oh, what is that? 1927? Is that what that is? No, I can't. '21? I can't tell, guys. Golly. I just don't know. Yeah, the backside's purple too. How weird. He's got kind of like an indentation right there on his back side. Huh. Pretty rough. That's buffalo Indian head nickel, number 3 in this box. That's a rarity for sure. The 11th row in the second half. Guys, I got a 24D. Man, that's neat. Remember, I say it every time, I've never gotten more than one 24D in a box. Could I get another one? Is it possible? That was a pretty decent looking 66. number 37, 2024P. This is the 13th row in the second half. We need 3 more for our 40, but we need 13 more. That may be getting difficult. We'll go for our 40. We'll see what happens after that, right? Right? You're right. You're right. You're bloody well right. Is that how that went? Or is it, that's right, I'm settling blue, because I can do the boogaloo. I'm lost, can do my thing. That's why I sing. After this row, there will be 10 rows to go, and this is number 38, 2024P. 38. Man, we're getting so close. Well, there's a 1941, another one, another Philadelphia. Give me that ding. What's going on there? Oh, it's just offside a little bit. Now with 7 rows to go, we went through a few there without one. 2024P, number 39. Just one more for the 40. I really hope to get that one anyway. Oh, there's another 1949. Most of them have all been Philadelphia, but an S would be a semi-key date. It's another D. We did get a D earlier. Another D. $1952. D. 30 million. That's pretty low mintage on that guy. Just 30 million of that guy. That guy. There's Canadian number 3 right there. 1993. Canadian number 3. 3. Here it is, one full roll of 2024Ps, number 40. And we still have 6 rolls to go. Is it possible to get 10 in 6 rolls? It's not impossible. Aha, there's number 1. It's 40, number 41 there. That would be so cool. Now just 3 rows to go. I'm still at the 41. But here's a pretty nice looking 1941. It's a Philadelphia. See that? That's pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to get my 50, but that's all right. Getting over 40 is pretty amazing, actually. And 3 Buffalo nickel and a 24D. Golly. Pretty neat. Pretty great box, actually. Two rows to go now, and here's number 42. What do you think about that? What do we have there? Number 43. 2 rows to go. 1 row after this, and here is number 44. Oh, wowzers. You know, I go through these boxes of pennies and nickels, and I save all the boxes. It's just ridiculous how many I have. I try to use them for when I sell stuff on eBay, but it seems like I'll use 1 box for every 4 or 5 I get. Something like that. And I've got just so many of them. Just for the fun of it, I put on Facebook Marketplace 5 boxes. You can choose penny or nickel for $1. And I've got a few people asking about them, but nobody's actually come and got any yet. Thought I'd give it a try. Some people can use a nice, they're really nice, sturdy boxes. So we'll see. Somebody might find them worthy of 20 cents each. If they haggle, I'm sure I'll accept whatever they haggle. I'm sure, I think it says 2011. One row to go, guys. I really, really, really don't think I'm going to get 6, but that's okay. We got a full row plus. Here in the last row, here's another one for number 45. Did I say 30 something last? I don't remember. This is number 1 full row plus 5. 45 2024 Ps. Boy, wouldn't it be something to do that every box for a while. And we got a D. Just 1, mind you, because that's all I'm allowed to have. It's allotted for me to get up to 1 per box. I thought that was an 8. Had to go back and make sure. We are at the end. We're not meeting at the silver box today, but that's okay. I got compensated quite nicely. Okay, that is it. 45 1924 Ps, 124D, 3 Buffalo nickels, and a few other things here and there. Pretty outstanding. Pretty great, man. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one. Happy hunting.